what has your relationship, my goodness, with parents and like the community, you know, become because of this? I mean, I know people have to talk about you because, yeah,
they love us.
Yeah.
A lot. The most common feedback that I get is, I wish this program was around when I was in school.
Yes.
Or they should have had something like this when we were in school. Or I'm glad that they have this now because my older son didn't have this program. So that's more of the common feedback that we get. The parents are 100% willing to participate. Like with our community mentoring program, we have a parent participation of 100%. And people say, well, how do you do that? You have to include the parents.
Yes.
It does not work to teach kids all of these skills, but to send them home to a home and the parent didn't get filled with anything. You have to feel and feed the whole family.
Yes.
And you have to make sure that you're meeting them where they are. You can't make them feel like they're down here and you're up there. Like, that does not work, because people, they won't listen to you. They won't receive it. You have to make them feel like you see them. I understand it's not your fault that you don't know this. This was not taught. Like, for example, we used to do job applications. And then we would get to the end, and where you have to write your signature, I would tell them, sign your application. And I noticed everybody was printing their name. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, writing in cursive. And so you get all that deer in the headlights, and I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot. They stopped teaching handwriting.
Yeah.
There's no handwriting in the school. So I said, you know what? All right, we got to go back to the drawing board. So what we did was we went back and included in our curriculum handwriting. So you do handwriting before we get to job applications. And so we give them a whole package, just like we used to get with the little letters with the dots, so that they can practice. And even if it's just learning how to write their own signature, you need to learn that skill. And so with us going all the way back doing it that way, we get a lot of parents like, hey, like, this is something that, we need, and we've been trying to do it at home, but sometimes kids are like, yeah, you don't know nothing. Like, when it's coming from your mom or your dad, they're like, yeah, whatever. But if it's coming from somebody else, it's more received. And so that's kind of what, we have great relationships with the kids. Like, most of the boys call me auntie, so I get a whole, different type of relationship with them. They love when Big Trey comes. Oh my goodness, Big Trey
who's sitting over there, everyone, all into his phone and would not be on the show with us. Anyway, Trey, but there are videos of Trey, Big Trey, on Thousand Ties website. Thank you, Trey, for not coming on.
They love.
We're gonna get him to get over here and give us some opinions. So.
Okay. I love him. I mean, he brings a whole different spin to it with his youth and his knowledge of, not only just terminology, but, video games and the different stuff they're into. But he's a chef, so he does our cooking class.
Oh.
He's a nationally rated chess player, so he teaches all of our chess programming. So they get that one-on-one interaction with him, and they love Big Trey. Like, he could walk down the hall, and you would think he's the most popular person in the school, because all you hear is Big Trey, Big Trey. It's so funny, but I love that they're able to see, like, I don't go in there in suits. I go in there dressed regular. I done got my shoe game up, so it's a conversation starter. When Miss Smith come in with a new pair of shoes, they be like, wait a minute, I like them J's, I like them ones, so it's a conversation.
I ain't got nothing. I can't show no likes. I ain't got no likes or nothing on social media. I ain't got no shoe game. I got some sandals.
But you have to meet them where they are. They have to feel comfortable. And so when I come in and they like, oh, we twinning, we got the same shoes, it's like a whole different conversation for that day. So I'm not saying everybody run out and get Jordans to connect with the kids, but for me, it worked. It worked.